Alright, so boom.
Alright, so boom. I gotta do the dishes. Thank God for a dishwasher. Cause nah, I'm not doing that right now. Alright, so boom. Now that I'm here, I can chop it up with y'all about what it is I was about to talk to y'all about. Now, viewers' discretion is did I say that right? Viewers' discretion is advised. I know I have youngins that follow me. Oh my God, I'm slurring my words. Y'all know what that means. Y'all know when I start slurring my words and don't know what the hell it is I'm saying, that I'm about to say something I might not be comfortable with, or just all over the place. Always all over the place. So, like I said, I have youngins watching me. If you're under the age of 18, please switch screens or ask your parents if it's okay for you to watch this. Alright, story time. I was on Instagram and I told somebody, well, I put the question answer thingy on Instagram, and people were able to ask me questions regarding whatever. So someone asked me a question along the lines of, do you get head? Or do you enjoy head? And I was like, everybody loves head. And I was like, but there was a point in time that I didn't enjoy head. For those of you who don't know, head is oral sex, per se, I guess. So, they were like, whoa, I was like, but one day I'm gonna tell y'all the story about where I came from not wanting head to not even wanting to, deal with that, to really like being like, whoa. What is this? Like a kid that just found out a new hobby or something. Before my transition, I was like one of those like touch me not studs, do not go down in that area, don't come over here. I guess it had to do with me not being comfortable with my body, or just me not being comfortable with my sexuality, or me not being comfortable, period. Because with sex, there's certain things you're just not comfortable with, and it comes with age, and it comes with experience, and it comes with time, and it comes with people, meeting new people, and so on and so forth, etc. I didn't start enjoying head till like a couple of years ago. So, and I'm 25 years old, so everybody's different. Some people get head as soon as they're 13, and then boom, that's what they enjoy. Back to the story. So, I didn't like it. I didn't, I just didn't want nobody there. Whether or not it was enjoyable, I knew it was enjoyable because I used to do it to other people. I love doing it to other people. So I know they enjoy the ish out of it, but it's just not something that I was comfortable doing, and I didn't want nobody in my private areas at the time. Period. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't. Half the time I always had boxes on, so it wasn't even an option for you to go down there. And if you did try, I always disclosed to my partners that it wasn't something I was fucking with. So it was no reason for you to even attempt to put yourself in that situation. Period. Because I did not want to be doing that. Ended up. I think it was like through my transition, I started to get comfortable with what it is that I enjoy. I guess me looking at myself as this person back then, and then having to deal with certain folks, I didn't want to be like pleasured in that way until one person, one day, we doing the thing, we doing the do whatever. They, I usually I do things that I'm not used to doing when I'm intoxicated. Like, so if I drink, I end up doing something that I wouldn't do on a sober night. I think that's everybody, but I was sober as hell. When I say sober, I like sober sex. I don't mind intoxicated sex because it's great, but I don't like doing it. I don't like being intoxicated all the time. I like to remember what the hell it is I'm doing. But if it happens in the moment and it's just bomb, it's bomb. But for me to be able to be sober and enjoy something, that's a plus. So I never actually came before. I never actually orgasm before. Like, in all my other past previous, I never actually knew what the fuck the shit felt like. I used to lie a lot. I think when people used to be like, you nutted, I'd be like, yeah, I did. Because I just felt like, I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But I never actually had an orgasm till I got head from that person. So the way it went down, and they start kissing on my body and all that good stuff. And even though I don't have surgery yet, a lot of times, depending on who I'm like having any relations with, I have sex fully, no clothes, whatever. But that's because for me to even have sex with someone, I have to actually be comfortable to a certain level. So it's one or two things: whether I have a tank top on and it stays on, or I just birthday suit. So they end up just kissing on my body, just Then this is someone I also told that I wasn't into that type of stuff. But it just happened that everything was feeling nice, so I was like, all right, whatever. And when they got in that area, I kind of low key was like trying to push the person's head back, but they didn't get the hint. I guess they figured that, I liked it. When you push somebody away, you're trying to say no, but they keep going. So they kept going. I'm like, oh, this actually feels good. So I let them rock. Next thing you know, like about like 10. So like 10 minutes later, I'm like, I don't know. I think it was like 10 minutes or like something less, or I don't know. But I'm like, ooh, ooh. I was like, whoa, what is this? Like, it kind of felt like, it felt so good to the point where I was confused as to what the hell this was. Like, what is this feeling? Like, I never felt no joint like this before. Like, I was just like, oh, there's some real things. Like, I don't know. I was just like really like amazed. And from there on, I was like, I just started loving that. I loved doing it, and I loved getting it. And I just, that was it. You gotta give it to me. So it's a thing now that I enjoy doing, and I think this is why it's, when it comes to like growth and being a person that you are, you go from wanting one thing or not wanting it at all to completely switching it up depending on who it is that you encounter in your life or whatever the case may be. That's why I was just so like, what is this feeling? I was just so amazed, and I feel like I'm talking to my, but yeah, so that was the story about how I got sex, how I got head. Yo, nobody. A lot of times, I'm very open-minded when it comes to what I do in the bedroom, but I'm very limited as well. But I think my limitations come from my level of comfort with my body, and my level of comfort with where I am mentally and my connection with who it is that I'm dealing with. So I don't have casual sex. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't have what you may call those things, one night stands. I don't have those. I'm not a big fan of them. And if it happens, it's like probably somebody I liked for a very long time, and I decided like, yo, let's do this. But I'm not a big fan of casual sex. Like, let's just go and do this, and then I never talk to you again. Not a big fan. I don't like my numbers too high. I mean, whoever does it is but it's just, for me, it's not my thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and see if there's another. I don't know. Now I can say I got head. Now I can say I enjoy it. Now I can stop lying to people whenever they ask me, did you or whatever. Now I can stop, and now I can tell them the truth. I could be honest. I could be straightforward. I could yeah. But somebody need to come and help me clean this house. My crib is looking crazy. I need to wash the dishes.